Hey everyone, welcome to Coding Simplified, and now we'll see an equation in array. So basically we are given an array and we are given numbers from 1 to n plus 1. Now here if you see what is n is basically the length of the array. So like here in this case I have n equal to 5 because the length is 5. So it means I have given a number from 1 to n plus 1. So 1 to n plus 1 means I have given the number from 1 to 6 in this case. Now there is one missing number from 1 to 6 and we need to find that what is the missing number. So like if you see here, in this case my missing number is 5 because you cannot see 5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, but 5 is not here, and then we have 6, right? So that's the question we have, that we have numbers from 1 to n plus 1 means 1 to 6 in this case because our n was 5 and we need to find the missing number. So now if you see that we have one solution, that if we have the numbers from 1 to n, so how do we calculate the sum? The sum is the sum of numbers from 1 to n. This is n plus 1 divided by 2, right? Now if I have numbers from 1 to n plus 1, like in this case, so I will replace n to n plus 1. So in this case it will be n plus 1 and then it will be n plus 1 upon 2. Right? So it will be basically n plus 1 and then here n plus 2 upon 2, right? So basically what I'll do, that here I know my n is 5 and I have number from n plus 1, so now I can replace here. So it will be 6 multiplied by 7 upon 2, so this is giving me 21, right? Now what I can do, that ideally the sum of all the numbers should be 21 from 1 to n plus 1. Now the point is that one number is missing. So what we can do, that we can take the sum of all the numbers, right? So take the sum of all the numbers, what it will give me. So one by one add all these values. So we can basically take a for loop and one by one we can keep on adding all the numbers. So like in this case it will be 3 plus 2, which will be 5 plus 4, 9, 9 plus 16, 9 plus 6, 15 plus 1, 16. So this is giving me 16. So it means if we have only one number missing, so what we can do, that ideally the total sum should be this one, and here our sum is 16 and we know that only one number is missing. So what we can do, that this is let's say total sum. So here we have total sum minus this sum, so it will give me the missing number. So like if you see in this case 21 minus 16, this is giving me 5, right? And 5 is the missing number, right? So why we were able to complete this? Because we know that only one number is missing, and we know that we have this formula that if you want to calculate all these sum values from 1 to n, then it will be n plus 1 by 2, right? And here our numbers is n plus 1, so that is why we were able to calculate that. And if we have the total sum, and the total sum of this array of this one 16, so we know that if we subtract from this one to this value, then we can get the missing number. So this is the one solution. Now in this case, if you solve using this one, what will be time complexity? So because this is a formula, so this we can get in big of 1, and here the sum which we are calculating, so here we need to basically calculate all these sum one by one because will keep on adding the value. So in this case my time complexity will be big of n because I need to iterate all the n elements. Now what will the space complexity? So because as such I am not using any extra space, it's just that some variables, constant variables, so it will be big of 1. So this is the one solution. Now let's see the other solution as well. So let me write number here. We have 3, 2, 4, 6, 1. Now what we can do, that let's say if it was the proper way, so the number would have been something like this. There here it will be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, right? So this was the ideal case, but because one number is missing, so in this case all these values will be in correct place and 6 will be here, right? So what we can do, and if you see the indexes are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So first of all we'll sort all these values in a proper manner like this way, and once I do this way, then I can easily calculate that if any value is not equals to I plus 1, then it means that is the missing values. Like in this case 1 is I plus 1, 0 plus 1, 2 is also fine, 3 is also fine, 4 is also fine. But here in this case, if you see, this is 6 and this is not I plus 1, this is not 4 plus 1. So it means which value is missing? The I plus the index plus 1. So it means fifth value is missing, 5 value is missing, right? So now that you have understood that what we need to do, first of all we need to convert this into the sorting form. And how we can do that? So basically in our previous question we solved using the cyclic sort. So cyclic sort we can apply whenever we have the number in a particular range. So like in this case we have numbers in a range, we have numbers from 1 to n plus 1, and we have all the numbers, right? We have all the numbers from 1 to n plus 1, and then one number is missing. So in this case what we can do, let's write number here again, 3 2 4 6 1. So here what we do, that here I have 0 1 2 3 4. So first of all I will check that whether this value, whether this given value is equals to I plus 1, the I is means index plus 1, this is not. So if it is not, it means my aim is to put this value into its correct position. Now what is the correct position? The correct position is the value minus 1, because if it is third value, and we know because number are starting from 1 to n, so the correct position of this is array of I minus 1, which is second. So what I will do, I'll swap this value from this value. So now after this it will be 4 2 3 6 1. Now because we swapped the value, so again my I will be still here. Now this is 4. So now what is the correct position? The correct position is third index. So again, because this is not equal to I plus 1, so again I will swap the value from this one. So it will be 6 2 3 4 1. Now here value is 6. So we know that if the value is 6, because the length is 5, right? The array length is 5. So if the value is greater than the array dot length, it means this is the extra value, right? Can I say this, that this is the extra value? So in this case what we need to do, that if it is the case, then we won't do anything for this, and we'll move further. Because if you see the length is 5, array dot length is, if you see array dot length is 5, and we know that if one number is missing, then one number will be extra, right? So if one number is missing and one number will be extra, it means, and if this value is greater than the array dot length, it means this is the extra value. So if it is extra value, then it means for this we need not to do anything, it will be just as it is, and then our I will move to this one. Now because 2 is already I plus 1, the index plus 1, so this is fine. Now we'll move further. Again 3 is again fine, 2 plus 1, now 4. So 4 is again fine because it will be 3 plus 1. Now when we'll move to 1, so 1 is not fine because 1 is 4 plus 1. Now we'll move 1 to its correct position. So correct position is this one, so it will swap with this 6 to 1. So after swapping it will be 1 2 3 4 and 6, and now we'll be here. So again, because this value is greater than array dot length, so it means we won't do anything for this, and we'll move further. And now we are done with this. Now my all the values are in proper manner, are in sorted manner. So what I can do now, I will start from this point, and I will keep on checking that if any value is not I plus 1, then it means this is not a valid case, and that will be the missing number. So like in this case, if you start from here, this is 1, this is 0, so it means the index is 0, these are indexes. So this is 0 plus 1 already, it is fine, this is also fine, this is also fine, this is also fine. Here if you see that this is 6 but this is 4, so it means this is not I plus 1. So in this case, if it is not matching, so we'll say the missing number is I plus 1. So I plus 1 means the index plus 1, so it will be 4 plus 1, fifth. So fifth is the missing number, right? So this is how we can solve this question. Now if you see what is the time complexity in this case, so we are basically, first of all we are just making the sorting, and in sorting if you see we start from here and then we just swap the value, and so total swap can be n minus 1 maximum, right? So we are starting from here, and when we are reaching till the end, then we are able to solve the thing. So it means in one iteration we are able to solve the question. So it means that time complexity will be n plus 1. Though we are again checking that what will be the missing number. So in this case also we are doing one iteration. So but the point is that it will be n minus 1 and big of n. So overall it will be big of n, right? Because though there are two iterations, but still we are able to solve in big of n. Now what is the space complexity? So space complexity in this case will be big of 1, because we are not using an extra space, we are just using some constant variable. Now it can happen that if the value is not missing at all, like let's say we have only 3 values. So like in this case our numbers are from 1 to n plus 1, and in this case we are saying that the one value is missing, right? So in this case, if you see here that the all values are there, so what will happen, that when I will put this value into arrange manner, so it will be 2 will replace to this one, so 1 will be here, 2 will be here, 3 will be here, then this is at correct position, this is at also correct position, this is also correct position. So what will happen, that when I will check the value that which is not missing, so these are the indexes 0 1 2, so this is 1 is 0 plus 1, 2 is 1 plus 1, and 3 is 2 plus 1, so it means all the values are okay. So in this case at the last I can return -1, that there are all the values, right? So let me show the code as well so that you can get it better. So here I have all the array values, and here I am calling the function find missing number where I am passing the array. Now in this case, this is a negative case. Let's say if my array length is 0, so in this case I can return -1, because if array is empty it means there is no missing number. So this is a negative case. Otherwise I'll initialize I equals to 0, and now I'll operate this until array dot length, until I is less than array dot length. Now this is the case, so that this is the case for the bigger number. Like we know that in our case our bigger number was 6, because 6 was greater than the array dot length. So what would happen, that if it is the case, so in this case we won't do anything, we'll just move further, so we'll do I plus plus, right? And if it is not the case, if it is within the limit, and if array of I is not equal to I plus 1, it means we need to swap the value. So what we do, first of all we get the what is the next position. So next position will always be the array of I minus 1, because the correct position of this value will be the array of I minus 1. Like if it was 3, so it means we know that the correct position of 3 will be second index. So that is why we are calculating array of I minus 1. And now I am swapping the values from I to other index. So this is a swap operation, right? So now this is how swapping, and if the value is correct position, in this case we need not to do anything, we'll just move further. So this is why this is how we can do first of all. Now in the second iteration we need to find out that which value is missing. So in this case we can just iterate the loop once, and if at any position, if array of I is not equal to I plus 1, it means that is a missing value. So in this case we can return I plus 1. And let's say if all values are missing, so in this case we can return -1, that all values are there, right? So that's it about this video, and if you have any doubts then please write in the comment section and I will try to explain that. And I will also put the source code into description section, so if you want then you can also get it from there. So that's it, and if you have liked the video then please like it and subscribe the channel for more such videos. Thank you.